Are we here? Is everybody here? Are we having a good time? Let's see what we're doing. So, here we go. I sneezed earlier. I just thought everybody would like to know that. We're going to be continuing from Quarantine Zone. What a level. What an interesting, experience. Sorry, I had to check something on my phone real quick. I should have done that beforehand, and I didn't. So, I wasted a little bit of time. No matter. Oh, actually, I wanted to have an addendum. I wanted to have, maybe a little bit of a moment where we come and we talk about things that I had read or learned, specifically about the stuff that I've been sharing in previous streams. Yesterday, I briefly mentioned Johnson's Boren's syndrome in reference to his immunity to the flood, and that was supposed to be a joke. I rewatched my VOD, and I went, oh man, I never fixed that, because the Boren syndrome is an Oni cover-up. There was supposed to be... It's an Oni cover-up for the Spartan 1 program. I had intended to reveal later on in the stream that, haha, you believed me, I'm an Oni agent, actually, and I'm willfully and gleefully spreading misinformation. That never came to be. Because I forgot. So, Boren syndrome, fun fact about Boren syndrome is that it's named after a Bungie writer, I believe. It's just a fun little thing they do. It's an in-universe cover-up. Another thing I thought was interesting, I read about Carol Raleigh, because I mentioned way back in Halo 1 that, so they use the Bumblebee pilots model for Foehammer in the cockpit. And I made an offhand statement that I don't think that Foehammer was supposed to be, white. She was voiced by a black actress. So I thought it was kind of lazy that they just reused the Bumblebee pilot model. And I also didn't like that the Bumblebee pilot model in the original Halo CE is wearing kind of like a leather coat and a flight suit, and in the remaster she's just wearing a standard Halo 3 BDU, which makes her look out of place in comparison to all of the other Marines who are wearing Halo Reach style BDUs. So, what I really wanted to get with at Foehammer is that her name is maybe a reference to Gandalf's sword in The Lord of the Rings, written by a certain J.R.R. Tolkien. Tolkien. The sword Glamdring that Gandalf wields directly translates to Foehammer in Sindarin? Is it Sindarin the elves speak? I'm not as close with Lord of the Rings. Like, I have a bit of knowledge on that universe, but I don't remember specific names of specific things within the context. Anyways, I just wanted to have a little bit of an addendum about certain facts that don't care about your feelings. We're gonna continue. Speaking of hammers, actually, it's fear not pain nor death. Look at this vehicle, the Spectial. Again, following the line of Covenant naming systems, where vehicles are named after... Gotta break. Yep, now it can't break things. Yeah, you gotta destroy those arms because they can just pick up your vehicle and destroy them. Everybody feeling good? Everybody feeling happy? This isn't right. Hey, guys. What are you doing here, man? I love spit. Yeah, Spectres. Yeah, this is a really cool vehicle. I understand why they got rid of them. But that doesn't mean I'm happy about it. Don't drive under it. Don't drive under it. Don't drive under it. Don't drive under it. It's gonna want to crunch. It's gonna want to munch. Yeah. This game's cool, man. Alright. I was speaking about something and then I got distracted again. I often am distracted. The elites are very conservative drivers here. Yeah, specters have a tendency to leave reality. So, they got replaced with the Prowler. I love the Flood in Warthogs. That's just so much fun, actually. Yeah, the flood driving vehicles is a very fun concept. Would it be far more prudent to get into the Scorpion tank? Yes. But as far as I'm aware, they tried making Spectres work in Halo 3, but they couldn't just make it, so they couldn't just leave the level like a Skyrim horse. Yeah, exactly. That's the problem with them. Prowlers are also pretty floaty, and they have a tendency to interact with the level in interesting ways, but not like the Spectre can. The Spectre is a master of interacting with the map in a way that seems unintended. Don't you do it. Yeah, now you can't grab things. Friendly. Not friendly. Yeah, the golden sentinel elites. Again, another example of Bungie's propensity towards different color video game enemy, therefore harder. It's pretty fun. It's a very classic video game idea that it doesn't appear as much in the modern day and age. Okay. Yeah, even the Spectre turret doesn't do that great against. Dang. I wonder why we were just sitting still there for as long as we were. Ha. Huh. Well, they can squander it themselves, my friend, because they have a... Look at how he drives. They have a tendency to hurt themselves, it seems. That's a lot. Actually... Oh. Is this still vehicle? Yeah, we're gonna do that. Look at the boost beams coming out of a place that you can't see. I'm probably actually not going to have them follow me for as long as I can, because I just don't think that they're going to be very helpful. Nice. Ooh, watch it. Oh, that's unfortunate. Unfortunate. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that as a checkpoint at all, actually. I don't know if I agree with that checkpoint. I was gonna talk about hammers, right? I was gonna talk about hammers. Right, so it's only a month. Everybody mark your calendar. It's only a month until the anniversary of the Battle of Tours. Charles Martel, pretty much one of the founders of European feudalism. Battle of Tours established Frankish dominance in Central Europe through his victory over the invading Moorish forces. I think they were part of the Umayyad Caliphate. And set up his oh, hello. Set up his nephew, Charlemagne, to become... I need out. Oh, dang it. Set up his nephew, Charlemagne, as the ruler of the Holy... What would eventually... No. Eventually become the Holy Roman Empire. That's important. Yeah, look at how this thing. Whoa, that's more than turning on a dime. That's good stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna pop everything I can hit. Yeah, it's just much better if you drive it yourself. It's also much better on my my pointer finger over here, because I was holding down the mouse button and not getting a lot of reward for it. Oh, I just watched my own elite drive himself into the abyss. Your allies are so suicidal in this game. They don't last. They die very quickly. Poor guys. What are you supposed to do? I don't really remember what the goal of the flood here is, because I know they're trying to melt the quarantine wall with the Wraith tanks. And the enforcers are trying to stop them from doing that. I guess maybe they're stuck in this valley, and in order to get out of this valley, they need to, you know, melt the quarantine wall. The quarantine zone. But had not had the weapons or the means to do so until the Covenant invaded this area to collect the Sacred Icon, or the Index of Installation 05. That would be my assumption as to what the Gravemind's plan here is. And the Covenant, once again, bungling interactions against the Flood by giving them tools and weapons that they did not have access to before. Oh, this vehicle is impressive in its maneuverability. I'm waiting for the flood with the woo! Oh, he ran over one of them. Thank you. I love stacking my corpses. I'm like Genghis Khan outside of that one city. I don't know. Was that in India? I can't say that I'm too familiar with the exact details of the Mongol horde's exploits. I just know that he once brought a city to surrender by stacking the skulls of the dead outside. Interesting that Ratos has not offered reinforcements to this point. He has kept me alone. That's fine now. We're doing fine. We're doing fine. Don't you dare shoot me. Yeah, keep shooting into the butt where the armor is weaker. As is the case in most tanks. Oh, this is a lot of enemies. That's a lot of Sentinel with blue beams. I might not need to stick around and fight these guys. It would probably be it would be a better use of my time to simply leave them to fight each other and drive past them. There's no reason to extend yourself on prolonged engagements that you're not necessarily going to win. Ah! I saw that scorpion tank and was like, oh. Oh no. Oh no. No, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. That's a really bad checkpoint system on this level. I was wondering if maybe I was just moving too fast all the time, but that's really bad. You know what? Oh, he got crushed by the vehicle. Ooh. I'm gonna do something. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna do something. There was a scorpion tank back there. I'm just gonna pick that up. I'm not going to play around with this vehicle anymore. It's just not providing me value. It's really cool and I love it, but it's just not doing the thing I need it to. I think I would much rather have it as a secondary support than as what I'm actually using. I would much rather use the scorpion tank. Because I need the long-range firepower. Ooh, hello, sir. That ghost is, he's having trouble with it. He is not the most capable pilot in the world. Okay. I think this is better than what we were trying to do. Well, that's silly. Yeah. This is much better than what we were trying to do. Unfortunately. As much as I love that vehicle, it's just not what we need to do here today. It's hamstringing myself. Missiles. Yeah, that's much better. Stop spawning them. Please and thank you. It's a lot of flood. Okay. Let's move on. Is there going to be a checkpoint? I would love a checkpoint. Yay! We got a checkpoint. Life is good. That's what we needed. Can't see anything. This is the sheer amount of firepower coming our way. Okay. Is that what we got? Is that what we needed to do? That's what we needed to do, I think. I think it's interesting that Ratos has decided not to send any more reinforcements once again. Probably because not everyone's dead yet. Can I have another checkpoint, please? I'd rather not fight all those things again. Yay! I wonder why I managed to completely miss a checkpoint the last time around. Oh, just drove straight off the cliff again. Well, I don't need that guy, I guess. Oh, he's right there. Stop face. Got a lot of health. Yeah, there's another one of those. Kind of predicting where I'm gonna be with those missiles. Yeah. Still alive, huh? Yeah, that kind of confirms that it's all, the vehicle health is related to the occupant health rather than the actual vehicle itself. Because ghosts sometimes inexplicably take way more damage than if they're driven by other occupants or pilots. Which, fine, fair, fancy free. That just means your vehicle is ostensibly invincible until you die, and then it will blow up. Ah, here we are, another checkpoint. Dang, that thing is down? Yeah, it's down. That's down too. Yeah, I think that's why the Scorpion's just a better vehicle than the Wraith, is that you get far more reward for much less effort. Just the ease of use alone. Yeah, I'm gonna put him to where his missiles only lob to the top of the... cave instead of, where he can hit me freely. Have to aim higher than I wanted to. Hey, you see the interesting little visual glitch with them where their lights remain... Yeah, look at that! Where their lights remain where they are not. Interesting little visual glitch. Yeah, and we have to give up our vehicle. That's fine. The Scorpion. Legitimately one of my favorite, like, sci-fi tanks. I really like the Scorpion. I know that stats-wise, it's not particularly good, but it's lovable. It's lovable. It has a great personality. I'd swipe right on it because of that personality. Let's pop some bodies. I think I can... Ooh. Okay. We were visible but briefly. Yeah, they're not gonna be nice. Oh, I see. That's one thing, is that they have these moments where the enemy is locked in conflict with each other. It is a battle of the ancients. They will not be swayed, except for when, like, one guy comes in who doesn't... both parties turn on the... Yeah, look at that. Both parties immediately turn on the third. Instead of fighting their ancient enemies, like, hello, aren't you more worried about the fact that the Covenant are about to get outside the Flood are about to get outside the quarantine zone? Why are you spending so much effort on a single elite? Now I have to go out of my way to kill you, when I could have not had to do that, because twice I've been killed by Sentinel meddling. And it's a waste of ammunition. Oh, I got a checkpoint for that? Oh, if you say so. I'm gonna turn invisible over here and try a different approach. That's one of the things that it's like, yeah, technically the enemies have aggro to each other. Does that mean much? No. Because they're gonna spend most of their time fighting you anyways. So, like, the concept's there, it's kind of cool, but is it ever done where it feels like a true 1v1v1? No. No. Plasma. Plasma. I don't want the Flood to find me. I'd be very embarrassed if the Flood found me. Yeah, they can fight each other. Oh! Ah! Interesting. I don't know about that, per se. I don't know if that was particularly believable in terms of health. I'm wondering if I got splattered against the wall because of how much damage was dealt by the melee, because I still had a bit of my shield left. But I mean, I could be completely wrong, and that was just the health threshold to kill me. That could have been just the health threshold to kill me. If so, lame. Don't like it. But it is the way it is. I'm gonna try to go invisible and run past them. We're gonna just ignore large combat sections in this area because, frankly, I couldn't be bothered to face the flood in any meaningful way. Yeah, you have that. Oh, very nearly shot to death off of a single shotgun blast. See what we got in here. Okay, just more flood combat forms. Cool. Very nice. Less nice. Less nice. Less nice. Whew. That felt very dangerous in ways that I didn't like. Yeah. No, whoa! Don't agree, don't like that. Disagree. Hard disagree. Hard disagree. Hard disagree. Took way too much damage far too quickly. Yeah, let's do that. So they are a little bit kind. You have to get over here. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Here we are. Checkpoint done. It's like nothing bad ever happened. Literally nothing bad ever happened. Yeah, knock that off into the abyss. Would have been cool to drive, but... Oh, that was a direct hit. That was a direct hit. Is it down? Yeah, seems so. That back armor is... How are you guys doing? Yeah. Oh man, they are just spamming that. They're just sending the Wraith Mortar Blast down lane. Yeah, do you guys want on? The two of you want to join me in my endeavors? You guys better make the decision to do so quickly, because They're not exactly being tolerant of us just sitting here. Yeah, I've had to focus like entirely on the fact I'm playing the video game because of how difficult it's been so far. I did have goals and plans and things to talk about, but I have not been able to make much effort to do so because I've been entirely dedicated to staying alive. Do you guys want on the tank? Do you guys want on the tank? It would be cool if you got on the tank. I don't understand why you wouldn't want on the tank. Tank is cool. Where'd the Arbiter learn how to drive a Scorpion? You know, maybe he took a class, a seminar of sorts. Maybe it's not that difficult to drive a Scorpion. How do you think it's just like 2 levers and 2? Well, I'm looking in there, and it does seem a little... Okay, wait. Let's actually look at the inside of this cockpit here. Okay, well, we see the 2 levers. That's a lot of buttons. That's a lot of buttons. Do you think driving a Scorpion is AI assisted in some way? So that's how it's a one-man crew? Maybe you, as the crew member of the singular sole crew member of the Scorpion tank, only make decisions as to how and where to drive it, and you can press buttons to shoot it, but all the loading and all the other are done by like not a smart AI, obviously, but some type of AI that offloads a lot of that decision-making process towards the vehicle itself. That would be my assumption. As to where the Arbiter learned how to drive one, you know, gameplay. It would be interesting if he could not drive it. That would be an interesting decision on their part, because like him knowing how to use UNSC weapons, yeah, that's believable. They pull the trigger, the bullet come out. Him knowing how to reload UNSC weapons is interesting, because, you know, elites have that complex that, like, if you use UNSC weaponry, you're a heretic. You lose standing because you're not supposed to touch the unclean weaponry of the enemy. But Arbiter clearly knows how to use them and how to use it against the enemy. I can only think of, why are there 6 pedals but only 4 directions? Isn't Sheila technically an AI tank as well? Like, so it's exactly what I was talking about. Sheila can drive herself, I'm pretty sure. No! Nice. Oh man, the defensive perimeter was overthrown. Yeah, I don't like this, actually. I don't like this. I like this less than it reminds me of the foreign skull. Keeps Master Chief from using Covenant weapons. Yeah, but, I mean, Chief knowing how to use Covenant weapons is more believable than Arbiter knowing how to use UNSC weapons. That's scary. What the heck is going on over here? Oh, man. Yeah, you can... Ratas.
I believe that was all of them.
Look at me, my bad.
Triumph was certain before the battle began.
Ratas.
Well done.
I think I'm gonna give these guys all of that, and then hope for the best. Arbiter is just built different? Yeah, I mean, that's just, like, ostensibly true. That is, yes, he is built different. He has main character energy, as is evidenced by the player taking control of him in these situations. But yes, I mean, like, the most cynical response to your question would be gameplay. He can use UNSC weapons and UNSC vehicles because the gameplay demands that he can. The fun answer would be that, you know, he learned how. Maybe he had to pick up an assault rifle during a boarding action, or maybe he's more practical than other elites, and so is,
They must be after the icon.
more learned in how those vehicles work.
On your way, Arbiter. I'll deal with these beasts.
No, you need to stay with me, sir. Dang. I wish Ratas Vadam was my friend all the time. I don't want him to leave. He's... Doyleist versus Watsonian, you know? No, I don't, but... Thank you for,
I'll do what I can to keep the flood off your back.
Who's Doyle? Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Restless without a target. You, my friend, might want this.
Up ahead. The parasite gathers for an attack.
Gross. They're gonna come onto the... Okay. So far, so good. Yes. Oh, whoa. Oh, shotgun. I got shotgunned. Dislike, actually. Dislike.
The parasite gathers for an attack.
So it is allowed to do so. The parasite is allowed to gather for an attack. Yeah, I was thinking about the flood just as, like, biological apocalypse. As far as biological apocalypses go, this is one of the more terrifying ones, I guess, because of the idea that it affects all sentient life. As far as, like, what is the survivability of that? What can you... We don't see what it can do. Oh, man. Oh! Because all sentient life implies that you might, like, find a flood-infected giraffe. Right? Like, what are you supposed to do against a flood-infected giraffe? Realistically. That's where, in terms of these in-universe reasoning of something, i.e. the Watsonian reasoning, and the out-of-verse Oh! Thank you for teaching me something new. Yeah, and that's why it's Watson and Doyle, because Watson is the character in-universe, and Doyle is the writer of the actual... Thank you for teaching me something new. I like that. Yeah. I don't want to fight a regular giraffe. Yeah, now imagine it's all flood. You die. Like, realistically, you die. This is bad. Ah! I'd fight a flood elephant. I'd die, but I'd fight it. Yeah, I want to see what the flood would do to an elephant. I probably should have had another checkpoint in there. I probably should have, but they were cruel to me. They were cruel and unusual. You know what they should do? Instead of the death penalty, is force your to play Halo 2 on Legendary until your servants, or your Your sentence is completed. That's what you should do. I fight a flood elephant. Yeah, this is the flood being able to take over animals would mean that, you know, all those hypotheticals about what animal could you take on in a fight would be very... Here's your opportunity, my friend.
Nice and safe in this phantom.
Oh, imagine if we could have the Tartarus actually help us at some point. I don't know why they cut him from doing so. Yeah, we lost one of our guys.
Alert the two peasants. Over on the right side. Maybe they'll shoot him down.
Ha. Not a big fan of Tartarus, these individuals. You know, for obvious reasons. Chieftain of all the Jiralhane. He's not exactly a popular... I mean, High Charity lands right next to New Mombasa. Flood... Yeah, no, flood wildlife definitely happened there. It landed in, like, the African savannah. And I'm pretty sure, just due to the way... Oop. He popped out of existence. The way that Earth looks in... It seems like they managed to, you know, find a good way to combine environmentalism with the cities, because, you know, Earth is not some single monolith super city like it is in a lot of dystopian sci-fi settings. It still has quite a bit of wildlife. It has beautiful flowing jungles. Africa has its savannas. I mean, look at Savo Highway. So the UNSC seems to have at least some love for the natural Earth that is not present in a lot of dystopian sci-fi. I mean, just look at the way that they Earth is presented from the space view on Cairo Station. So it is not... Oh, there's a guy up here. Nice. Uh-huh. Did they get my other guys? Yeah, they did. Oh! I got sent to, I don't even know. I was thinking about High Charity, right? We don't, like, it's never discussed. No character makes a mention of how horrible a loss High Charity is. Not only from the Covenant, but just from, like, a life perspective. High Charity contained billions of souls, right? It is the capital city of the Covenant. Most of them would be non-combatants. Not only the Covenant High Council and the like, but just the sheer amount of beings inside High Charity as it was taken over by the Gravemind. It's horrifying. That is a horrific loss of life, and it doesn't seem like there was many who managed to get out of the destruction. And that's just never really talked about. No, I'm on Halo period. It had 30 billion inhabitants with 23 was that 23 billion or 23 million being civilians? Is it 23 billion being civilians? Because a population of almost entirely combatants, yeah, 23 billion civilians. Oh, that's like losing the current population of the Earth 3 times over. To the Flood. To the Flood. One of the worst ways to die. To have your body be subsumed by the parasite, your memories discarded and picked through. Horrifying way for them to die. I just think that's it's really sad. It's like a horrific loss of life. Was it from the genocidal religious zealot aliens? Yes. But that's still, like, that's still a horrific loss of life, you know? I'm fixing some stuff over here. That's, oh man. I was thinking about that earlier, where actually, as a young person, as a young lad, you know, I was playing Halo a lot. And maybe I was a little bit too young to participate in such a bloody game. I think I first started playing Halo at the tender age of 4 years old, which is quite early for such a game. But I had to stop playing Halo for a couple weeks because it was very much during the throes of the Bush presidency, right? So we were currently in Iraq, and there was someone in the community who had lost a loved one during the fighting over there, and it just the grief and the loss of that. I, of course, being a young person,
You know, your father never asked me for help either.
translated. She needs to be in combat uniform. I have no clue what she's doing in her captain's uniform.
Mackenzie, Perez, how's our exit?
You
hear me, Marines?
Being a young person, you equate what you know to what you're experiencing. So I remember playing Halo 2, specifically the Cairo station level, and a grunt said something of being afraid or whatever. And I wanted to stop. Ooh. I wanted to stop playing Halo for a couple weeks because I felt bad for the elites' families. Which, of course, like, it's a video game, they don't have families, but when you're a child,
Johnson, you all right?
you imagine magical thinking.
Excellent work, Arbiter.
I wonder why.
Orcs will be pleased. The Icon is my responsibility. Was your responsibility. Now it is mine. A bloody fate awaits you and the rest of your incompetent race.
Genocide.
I, Tartarus, chieftain of the brutes, will send you to it. And the prophets learn of this, that they will take your head when they learn. Fool. They ordered me to do it.
Yeah, he doesn't use the Fist of Rukt as a projectile weapon in his boss fight, and I wonder why? Oh, look at that. I beat the par score. How exciting is that, everybody? I beat the par score. I got so much score. This is a good cutscene. This is a good cutscene that I actually do not remember very well.
What is that?
I am a monument to all your sins.
E. Bradley Baker, everybody. What a cool line.
Relax. I'd rather not piss this thing off.
Demon.
Yep, the in Amber clad is Miranda Keys' ship. We'll actually see it during yes, in the Gravemind mission. We'll actually see when the Flood make touchdown in High Charity.
This one
I'll point it out. I mean, Cortana will point it out.
is the more deluded. Kill me or release me, parasite. But do not waste my time with talk.
I love his iambic pentameter.
Much talk, and I have listened through rock and metal and time.
That's one of my favorite lines.
Now I shall talk, And you shall listen.
I regret.
Greetings. I am 2401 Penitent Tangent. I am the monitor of Installation 05.
And I am the Prophet of Regret.
2401 is
Council
divisible
of
by 7.
Hierarch of the Covenant.
A reclaimer? Here? At last. We have much to do. This facility must be activated if we are to control this outbreak.
Stay where you are. Nothing can be done until my sermon is complete.
Not true. This installation has a successful utilization record of 1.2 trillion simulated and 1 actual. It is ready to fire on demand.
Of all the objects our lords left behind, there are none so worthless as these oracles. They know nothing of the great journey!
And you know nothing about containment. You have demonstrated complete disregard for even the most basic protocols.
This one's containment. And this one's great journey are the same.
I wonder how cognitive regret is in this moment.
But you will find no salvation on this ring. Those who built this place knew what they wrought. Do not mistake their intent, or all will perish as they did before.
This thing is right. Halo is a weapon. Your prophets are making a big mistake.
Your ignorance already destroyed one of the sacred rings, demon. It shall not harm another. If you will not hear the truth, then I will show it to you. There is still time to stop the key from turning. But first it must be found. You will search one likely spot, and you will search another. Fate had us meet as foes, but this ring will make us brothers.
Yeah, he's mastered the teleportation of the Delta Halo ring by capturing the monitor. I mean, the Flood probably already knew how to do that through subsuming the bodies of Forerunner.
We are, all of us, gravely concerned. The release of the parasite was unexpected.
Oh, cheap viewers on stream, boo! My daily bot is here. Thanks for tuning in, bot.
A moment that all the Covenant should savor. For the sacred icon has been found. With it, our path is clear.
I love this grunt camera crew.
Guaranteed. The great journey is nigh, and nothing, not even the Flood, can stop it.
Boo.
They're nice enough to start you with a needler in this.
Kill the demon.
I kind of wish the brutes actually used those. Woo!
Brutes! The faster you can kill those brutes, the better.
Oftentimes on Legendary, you're already
They
dead.
don't have shield generators, but take them out before...
Ah! I don't know. It would be really sucky if you were trying to do an entire run of Halo 2 Legendary and you get to this mission like Deathless, an entire run of Halo 2 Deathless, and you just die the second you load in and have to go to the beginning. I bet that has happened to many a runner. I don't know if this is a popular game to run at all in any meaningful context of the word, but I bet that has happened before. I want that man. This is the Brute Plasma Rifle. The big difference between the Brute Plasma Rifle and the... This is your favorite level in Halo 2? I think, yeah, we discussed this before. That this is your favorite. It is definitely one of the prettiest. I don't know if I would say it's my favorite. But I like that this is your favorite. Because it's a very unique choice. The big difference between the Brute Plasma Rifle and the consistent Plasma Rifle is that the one is red and one is blue. I hope this helps you understand the major differences between the Brute Plasma Rifle and the stereotypical Covenant Plasma Rifle. I immediately love the in-universe reason for them to... Yep, yeah, exactly. It's a very comedic... They really were not prepared. I mean, can you blame them? It's basically, it's like, oh, we just dropped a super soldier in the middle of a presidential speech. Yeah, there's no way that they had any chance to prepare for what was about to happen. Okay, got that. Got that. The actual difference between the Brute Plasma Rifle and the stereotypical Covenant Plasma Rifle is that the Brute Plasma Rifle fires faster but does less damage. Oh, shot in the back, shot in the back, shot in the back. So, I don't think that realistically there is, like, a massive balance difference between the two, which may be why the Brute Plasma Rifle does not make a specific appearance in 3 over the appearance of the Spiker. You know what I mean? Because it's like, it doesn't offer much in the way of unique gameplay experiences. And the Spiker does. The Spiker is one of my favorite weapons in the series. I think it's so tragic that the Spiker is it's unique to Reach in 3, but I'm glad it's in Reach. That's cool. I usually end up fighting on top of these places, because I don't want to deal with the brutes on the bottom floor. Covenant Carbine remains the best weapon for this situation. I like that brutes used Covenant Carbine one-handed. If you could super combine, that would be awesome. I'm just not hitting him with enough needles. Oh my gosh, you're joking. I'm bungling. I'm making a doofus out of myself. Yeah, look at him go. He's so mad about it. He's so angry. He's so upset. I gotta be careful of him, though. Yeah. Look at that. Oh! Look at that. That was really intelligent. He used the ramp of the dais here to launch himself into... Am I gonna die? Mayhaps. Because I was not prepared. Yeah, let me jump over you, my friend. Stop shooting me with a needler. Stop shooting me with a needler! Okay. Everything is good in the world. The spiker is... Yeah, it's just like a superheated spike that it's sent, at the enemy. That sounds like a horrific weapon until you realize the rest of the Covenant weaponry. It's like, oh, the brute weapons are so brutal. That's why they're called brutes. And then everything else is like hyper irradiated super plasma weapons. Yeah, the where they have the rage timer. Original Halo 2 Cortana is the best looking Cortana, and you can't convince me otherwise. It's the hair. The hair frames her face perfectly. It is so early 2000s too. It looks like there's like a million billion characters that has this hair. And she doesn't have the slut strands in the remake. Those are so necessary. I wonder what Cortana was doing. All zooped up inside the High Charity. I think it's interesting that we never, like... Oh, there's a Grunt Ultra. I was just about to talk about Ultras. There is no Jackal Ultra. There is none. I think that's fascinating that we never get a Jackal Ultra. There is a single Jackal Zealot in the novels, and that Jackal Zealot has a sword, like a sword made out of blamite, which is an insane concept. It sounds... Yeah, she's looking through the Prophet's search history. Oh, that would be really bad. I can't imagine the Prophets have, like, ethical search queries. We never see a Jackal Ultra. And I think this is my... Cortana is really funny to me. Halsey makes an AI clone and it just decides to never wear clothes. See, the funny thing about that, right, is that Cortana's butt naked every single time she appears. And she could choose to wear clothes. That is a conscientious choice on the part of Cortana. But the thing is that Halsey's the type of person to not care that everybody is seeing, like, a blue hologram version of her naked. She's exactly the type of person to just not care about that. So, it's funny in two parts, right? Also, in some versions of Cortana, like in the first game she does look a little bit more naked. But in 2, it looks like she's wearing like some type of suit. What am I doing to myself? It looks like she's wearing some type of suit. So it doesn't look like she's necessarily naked, it just looks like she's wearing like a skin-tight suit. Yeah, I didn't want to deal with that. I'm probably gonna keep the Needler with me throughout. It depends. Do I go Needler, Carbine, Brute Shot? Probably Carbine, Brute Shot. Yeah. Let me try to jump over him. Where's he? Cortana's got the Tron drip. Yeah, well, I mean, of course she does. She's an AI. If she didn't have the Tron drip, I'd be a little bit confused. Not only is she an AI, she was an AI that was designed during Bungie's new metal phase. So yeah, of course she's got the Tron drip. I'm messing with my light again. I'm messing with my lighting. I'm trying to see what's going on over there. So if B freaks out, that's my fault. I don't like what messing with the lighting did for my screen glare, so I'm gonna look over here again. Let's see if that works. October 10th, 7:32. Do you have a helmet? No, you don't. Oh! You were closer than I thought you were. There we go. Nope, they're gonna set up the turret. I kind of want to keep the carbine because I love the headshot potential on most enemies. It's just really nice to be able to one-shot headshot them. Like, you can do that. I might give up the... Very good, very good, very good, very good. I'm gonna use the brute shot.
Truth is moving through the lower levels of the tower. I'll reverse this grav lift. Drop down, try to cut him off.
Yeah, it's interesting.
It's safe, really. Just step in.
Okay, I believe you. Yeah, like, that's all city. This is what I... Like, this is usually what... Oh, and they got skyscrapers over there. They don't have skyscrapers in the original. That was close, because I was distracted. They have, like, some skyscrapers, but it makes the Forerunner ship look monumental. It looks like a monolith, whereas in the remake, the Forerunner ship is still massive, but there's, like, high-rises, and... I want to know what it's like in there. There's 23 billion civilians on this station. What is it like there? Also, with a population of 30 billion, 23 billion civilians, that means that they have 7 billion military personnel on this station, which is a little bit less than the population of the Earth today. And by a little bit less, I mean like around 1 billion less. But that's still insane. Imagine if the entire Earth of population was a military... was a standing military. That's what we have on High Charity. Dead. I don't know. I'm interested in civilian life on High Charity because we don't really get to see what Covenant civilian life is like. What do they do? What do they watch? What do they like? I'm particularly interested, of course, in like their entertainment industries. Is it all religious in like propaganda and stuff like that, or do they have like actual like, or is it like all, oh, you know, they're aliens. They go to the amphitheater. Or is it like, oh, they have a prominent... Do they have late-night talk shows? I want to know what a Covenant late-night talk show looks like. I want to know if they have a grunt Jimmy Fallon. That would be wildly humorous to me. Die. 7 billion combatants. How many do you think are just grunts? Honestly, I could see, like... half of that 7 billion being grunts. According to the lore that I've read before, grunts breed like mad. And they are incredibly prolific. And that's why the Covenant, like, they enact like sterilizations and stuff of them. Because the grunts are incredibly capable of having an exploding population. So I would say that 24% of the population of High Charity is military. Yeah. Like, almost a fourth of all the population of High Charity is military. That's kind of crazy. I don't think there's any nation in the world that has a similar ratio. Also, imagine if they, like... It's actually not that largely populated. They don't have a lot of people here. They just individually count each hunter worm as a member of the population. I think when I used to, like, dream, I would practice, I would have this, like, recurring dream of mine to end up on, I wanted to end up on Conan O'Brien's talk show, because I thought he was so funny. I just really wanted the opportunity to be in his presence, and I didn't really have an idea of what I would get interviewed for, but I would, like, dream of being interviewed by that man, because I thought it would be such an experience and it would be so funny. I don't know. I just think it's an interesting childhood dream to be like, yeah, I wish I got interviewed by Conan O'Brien. Hunters going in, it should not have been counted. Yes. How many worms do you think it takes to make one scarab? Yeah, that's good. Cortana, is the thing open yet?
Here, Chief, jump in.
I'm wondering, so they have these pedestals and stuff. They must be for broadcasting, like, stuff from the hierarchs and stuff like that, because the Covenant do not use AI. They don't have AI. They don't have smart AIs. They don't typically use those. Okay, I could have died there. That would have been bad. That would have been embarrassing.
There are 2 groups of Marines in this detention block. I'll zero their location.
Oh, yeah, the detention block. Ooh. Ooh. No, why'd you turn around? I hate when the enemy has needlers. Because it's so hard to stay alive. Yeah. Him turning around really screwed me over. And then I was just pussyfooting in the center. Instead of... I was just pussyfooting in the center instead of getting to, like, a position I could defend myself. Yeah, okay. I just needed to pick a side and get there. Yeah. Please stop. Please stop being annoying. Good lord, those jackals were so aggressive. Did he just heave ho? Because if so, awesome. He just heaved ho. What was that song? It was, like, really popular on TikTok, and it had the lyrics heave ho. I don't remember. You know, I never actually paid attention. Does the brute shot do more melee damage, or just... It does the same damage as an energy sword. The brute shot does the same damage as an energy sword in this game. So once you have access to it, it's just, like, actually better than an energy sword. Yeah. I think they nerf its damage in 3.
Marines are just inside. Careful of the guards.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. That is so unfortunate. He lobbed that grenade quite well.
Come to the middle level, Chief. The Marines are just inside. Careful of the guards.
Why are there so many jackals? Huh. I got saved by the... Because I'm pretty sure, yeah, the brute was trying to make it that I didn't survive that encounter. But he's dead. I have to be strategic. I have to be tactical. Yeah, that's good. I rarely use the brute shot as anything other than a melee tool, honestly. That's what it is to me.
Listen up, Marines. The Chief's hunting a prophet, and you're gonna help him kill it. One more group of Marines to go, Chief.
On the bottom level. Good checkpoint.
Chief, come to the lower level. More guards, get ready.
Come on. Oh my gosh. The jackals are making my life very difficult. They're not easy to kill with plasma grenades.
Chief, come to the lower level. More guards, get ready.
Yeah, oh, this sucks. This sucks. This sucks. This sucks. There's no cover. They come from 2 different sides. It's a combination of jackals, grunts. Yeah, that's not fun. Oh, they might also come from up top. Yeah, they do come from up top. Coward! Yes, there must be a ton of worms in a scarab. Yeah, get rid of that guy. Should I start using my brute shot as an actual weapon? Mayhaps, mayhaps, mayhaps. But it's more fun as a tool. Oh, needlers! Needlers are so scary. They're making me afraid for my life.
The Marines, Chief. Good work.
I played that very fast and loose. I probably should have deserved to die there for my lack of clever tactical decision making. Oh, I was stuck? When did I get stuck? When did I get stuck? By what did I get stuck? I didn't want to be stuck. When did I get stuck? Good stuff.
Hostile reinforcements coming down the lift.
They're throwing a lot of grenades. Another grenade. Ah, so they're throwing grenades as they come down. Is this the equivalent of, shooting paratroopers? Please tell me I wasn't stuck again. Please tell me I wasn't stuck again. Sag. Oh, they sent jackals first this time. Interesting choice. Okay. Are we good? Can we leave? Good lord, my friends.
Step on in.
I disagree with everything that has ever happened to me. I feel like this is a war crime, yeah, but, I'm tired. I'm tired of playing fairly. What is happening to me?
It was Tartarus and his brutes who took the icon from the flood. For that,
Yeah, there's no way he's gonna do any damage with a plasma pistol, so let's... Bugs. 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 David Cross, don't make sexist comments. Sexist comments is bad, David Cross. These are honor guard counselors. Well, okay, so civilian life for High Charity must be really rough right now. Because not only in conjunction do the Flood come in here, there's a race war happening. There's a race war. Which seems like a bad conjunction of events to happen to the average. Wait, do we ever see Flood drones? No, drones cannot be infected, Oh! Speaking of drones, by the way. Speaking of drones. Drones cannot be infected in the way that other races can. They are... Because what the Flood need in order to be able to infect a target is... Oh, sorry. Basically an intact spinal column and a nervous system that they would be allowed to interact with. And drones do not have a nervous system that the Flood can interact with. They don't have, like, a spine. You know? Which is what the Flood need in order to infect a target. That's why the Flood we see is almost like all brutes.
And in so doing, put all our lives at risk.
Elites and humans, because we have the most, robust.
I've got a fix on Truth just outside this tower, Chief. There's an exit nearby. Hurry.
Systems that allow them to interface with our bodies. No Flood invertebrates. Yep, there are no Flood invertebrates. They can't do it. wish I had a... Oh, I'm dead. I wish I had a beam rifle. I wish I had a beam rifle here. A beam rifle, I learned the other day, one-shots them. Come on, go down. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna lose all my Marines to these hunters because they just don't give you good. Oh, they don't give you any tools to deal with them. That's why hunters cannot be infected either, because they don't have. I'm trying to see if they give you any tools to deal with these guys, and they don't.
My blessing, the brutes now lead our people. They ask for your allegiance, and you shall give it.
You wouldn't believe the number of kill systems the Covenant are throwing down around you. Not to worry, it's pretty sloppy stuff. I guess they never expected a hostile intelligence to penetrate their network.
Yeah. Whoa! I don't know what killed me there. I don't know what killed me there. I'm kind of peeved. I'm kind of peeved about the spawn of these two hunters, because they give you no tools to deal with them. Because it's not like the brute shot is any good at dealing with them. I'm trying. Yeah, they just don't give you any tools. Okay, they're dead. They're gone. But they killed, like, most of my Marines.
They ask for your allegiance, and you shall...
Yeah, exactly. The brute shot or the energy sword do no damage to the... They take no damage from melee. Unlike the ones in, unlike the ones in 2, or the ones in 1 and the ones in, melee is, kind of a gamble in this game, because you can get one-shot by most characters hitting you with a melee. Yeah, let's deal with that. Oh, yeah. That's unfortunate. I'm gonna die a lot, aren't I? I'm gonna die a lot. That's unfortunate. This game's cruel and unusual, my friends.
These guys just don't learn. Come on, F.A., I'm right here. Hey, that was him, not me.
I know there is. Yeah. I don't know about this. I don't know where most of the enemy is. I think I'm gonna leave those. I mean, it's like there's only so much you can do, right?
The Covenant just destroyed 2 of their own ships, and I'm hearing reports of small arms fire throughout their fleet.
Creatures of the Covenant, the path is broad, and we shall walk it side by side.
Yeah.
Slip space rupture. It's in amber clad.
Here it is. Where is it? There it goes. Uh-oh.
Hailing. No response.
Very interesting that the Covenant or the Flood was able to pull a maneuver off like that. That seems like a very specific and intelligent... Oh! Whoops! That seems like a very specific and intelligent maneuver. A slip space jump inside another station. That's interesting. I wonder how they figured that out. Yeah, I put a full clip of... No, don't do it. What the heck? 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 Come on, man. I gotta stop dying. I keep dying for no good reason. I gotta stop. I gotta stop. I gotta stop. I don't want to get stuck on this level anymore. I'm tired of getting stuck on this level. See, come on, 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 come on. No! They ate a pilot. Yeah. That, or it's a maneuver that they would have learned from the Forerunner Flood War all those years before. Because I don't think UNSC pilots would be able to pull off a jump like that. That seems incredibly dangerous. I don't think UNSC pilots would have the ability to pull off a jump like that. Oh, did they manage to beat the... Yeah, don't look at me. I like how they have a second smaller helmet underneath their honor guard helmet, and you have to knock off the second smaller guard helmet to kill them. Because that's what kills them with a headshot. It's the fact that you shot off their smaller helmet. Here we go. I have to dance with them. Best pilot in the UNSC, not anymore. He's a flood guy now. Don't shoot at me, don't shoot at me, do not shoot at me. Oh, I don't have cover. I don't have cover. Yep, I don't have cover. I don't have cover. I don't have cover. I don't have cover. You're joking. Okay, you see why this is not my favorite level in the game. You see why this one actually just causes me unceasing amounts of pain and misery. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Give me a checkpoint. 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 Give me a check. I want one. I want one really badly. I've been a real good boy this year, and I asked Santa for a good checkpoint, and he's not delivering it to me. This is not a just world. This is not a kind place. This is the bad place, because they won't give me a fling-flang checkpoint, even though I did everything right. Give me a checkpoint, give me a checkpoint, give me a checkpoint, give me a checkpoint. I want one bad, man. I want one bad, man. Ooh. Nice. Let's do that. Let's do that. I want to see... Who up checking they point right now? Not me. They have yet to give me a checkpoint. I have gone through quite a bit of combat encounters, and they haven't given me one yet. I'm really nervous because I'm afraid that I have to go in quite a bit to spawn the rangers. And like I said, there's no cover here. Checkpoint! Okay, now I can go in and spawn the rangers. But no rangers? No rangers? No, here they come. They're just taking their sweet time. Yeah, okay. The way they fly is kind of comical. I don't want to fight that. 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 Halo 2, I love you, but sometimes, man. Sometimes. Okay, let's get that Covenant Carbine. I just think it's a... Like, the beam rifle was really useful for what section I was doing there, but the Covenant Carbine is just more generally useful, I guess. It's a much more general purpose weapon than the beam rifle could be. Especially because I'm pairing it with the brute shot, which doesn't have a lot of ammo. The brute shot itself it's a good weapon. Like, it's a good weapon, but you use it for the melee. You don't use it for the grenades. The grenades are fine, but most enemies just kind of shrug them off. I kind of held my ground there because I was like, surely he will die before he gets to me. Nice, nice, nice. Oh. What's he doing over there? Hey, what's he doing over there? He's enjoying himself, it seems. I don't think there's another beam rifle over here. Literally the easiest level. I don't play on Legendary because I'm a coward. Yeah, I don't play Legendary on this one. I'll play Legendary on 1. I'll play Legendary on 3. I won't play Legendary on 2. And it's because I'm not a masochist. I actually am quite averse to pain. I'd rather have fun with my video games. Now, some people, that's how they have fun. That's how they have fun. They don't mind I mean, I think nobody likes the Sniper Jackals on Legendary. I think that's a very fair... Huh. Visual glitch.
Councilors gather on Halo to see the icon safely.
Rise, Pack Brothers! Cast down the elites!
There are those who said this day would never come.
Huh.
What are they to say now?
Yeah, I don't know if I want to get involved with that.
We'll drive them from the lower district.
Ethnic cleansing is occurring en masse inside my video game. That's kind of ridiculous. It'd be really cool as if I could just, like, walk past all these enemies. Floaty jump, you failed me. Yeah. 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 I don't play on Legendary in any Halo game because I'm bad at them. Yeah. Legendary is something you do... I don't know. I think there's definitely some people who like... Yeah, Legendary is how they have fun in the Halo games. But I've just never... I think Heroic is perfectly fine. I think Heroic is, like, my preferred difficulty is Heroic. I'm really out of practice on the Halo games, which is why I'm thinking I'm struggling. And I'm also, like, trying to talk to you guys and have interesting conversation, remember stories, think about the game. So I'm not focusing solely on the game, and I'm kind of doing a run and gun thing because I don't want people to get... Oh, hello. Whoopsie, whoopsie. I don't want people to get bored of what is happening on screen. The Rangers are being a whole thing. Yeah. Lovingly, can you leave me alone? Oh, man. Oh, man. Dang it. Yeah, I'm gonna start taking a couple of the more egregious enemies out. Left the drones alive. They didn't kill the drones? Okay. Never mind. Never mind. The drones can... The drones... I thought the elites... There were more elites in there.
will drive them from the lower districts.
Okay. 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 No! Ah, I got greedy. I got greedy. I didn't see the second. Because fighting the Rangers is equivalent of fighting, like...
Once the towers are cleared,
that was 6 plasma rifles there. And they don't give you a lot of opportunity to not get shot. There's not great cover in these rooms. There's not a lot of ways to break up their sight lines, so you just kind of get shot a lot. Because, like, look at that. That is a lot of fire coming down lane, and there's really not much I can do except just get hit by it. Oh, I was trying to reload, not throw a plasma. Yeah, I'm gonna hold back for a little bit. I'm gonna hold back for a little bit so that I can recharge my shields this time instead of poking out when I have no shields, as I am wont to do. Okay. Was that prudent? Probably not. What's he doing there? Okay. Made my life easier. Are we good? Have we succeeded? Please tell me we succeeded. Okay. I'm waiting for the next surprise kill. The jump scare. Checkpoint done. If you say so.
I have listened to the oracle, and it confirmed our deepest hope.
The great journey begins with Halo. Yeah, I keep thinking about that guy who saved every Marine on Legendary, and I'm like, oh my gosh, man. Because I'm thinking about now, just saving myself on Heroic is nearly impossible. The amount of effort and time that video must have taken. Oh man, that's just crazy. Incredibly impressive. Not for me. I could not imagine pulling that challenge run off. I also think it's interesting because the video is at 70, I think 70,000 views. And that's a lot of effort. I hope that... Oh! Getting through the hunter room alone would suck so much. Any level would suck so much. I'm thinking about outskirts. There are so many Marines on that level. And if you lose one, you have to go the back. All the way back. You have to get them through the tunnel section. You have to get them through the sniper jackals. You have to get yourself through the sniper jackals without losing any of them. That just seems so difficult. For what? For what? Yep. So that is actually a glitch on the Brutes part. The Brutes have an issue where their melee is unfinished, which is really bad, right? Because obviously they kind of just run at you. Oh, he killed me with sheer momentum, actually, from that punch. Yeah, saving them through the entire game. Every Marine was saved. That seems to be kind of like a hallmark of his content, because he did saving all the Marines in Halo CE, never having any Marine die in Dawn of War. Like, that seems to be his content. So that's just what he has Yeah, we're gonna do that. It is insane. I can't imagine the amount of time, effort. And also, it's like an hour-long video, so the amount of editing, the amount of time spent collecting footage, it's just incredibly impressive. Like, content creators like that, wow. Backlogs is another one that really impresses me. Challenge runners in general really impress me. But, like, having a entertaining and well-made video around it, and then not seeing, like, the level of returns that... I don't know, it breaks my heart, right? Like, that these people who are genuinely so incredibly talented, who make, like, such incredible content, and then don't see the reach that maybe they deserve compared to people who post, like, a daily vlog where they complain about how rich they are, and they get 15 million views and only get richer. I don't know. But that, like, what are you supposed to do? People watch the content they want to watch, and you can call out into the void. Actually, this kind of makes it... Do you deserve success? Do you deserve returns on your effort? Are you owed someone's attention if you put the amount of effort into what you are creating? I saw Bricky actually made a video on his second channel titled that, Do You Deserve Success? And he was talking about how he, as a streamer, you know, started his life in a pretty well-to-do way. Like, they weren't, like, super rich, but, you know, he was born in the richest country in the world, in the richest state in the country, in one of the richest counties in that state. And his parents are still together, and they're both loving and supportive of him and his endeavors. And then his sister is someone that he has no ill feelings towards, and they love each other as family. He had a good base. Yeah, backlogs out here taking 40 hours on one boss, depending on the challenge, is exactly right. Like, you know, that's a full work week. An entire work week dedicated to a single boss. Does he see returns on that? Or is it simply for the joy of creating the content? Right? Is it simply for the fact that this is what he finds enjoyment in? Because I know he also works, and he has a wife, and he has things. He has things that he does. But Bricky was talking about it, how, like, his life is pretty good. And now he has his business, and he doesn't have, like, a ton of, like, necessarily spending money, but he has stuff. He has a business. He has friends. He has work people that he works with, and he has a viewer base, and he's an influencer. And he has seen great success, and yet at times he feels like he doesn't deserve it because he didn't quote-unquote earn it like some people have. That there are other people who are more deserving of the success he has because he was born into success, right? And it's like, does he deserve success less than someone who is just as talented but might not have the reach or the ability to have such a supportive base? Bricky had people who were there to carry him on his first legs of journey, and he had a fallback plan. He had a place that he could go were he to fail. And a lot of people do not have that. They don't have that ability. And I think there is something like, he mentions that it's kind of like a sin in our modern capitalist system to admit that you were lucky, to admit that you had it good, to admit that there were points that were because of the way that it was simple luck. Even though luck is incredibly important to content creation, to influencing, to creating in general, a lot of the time you get discovered through it. And genuinely talented and brilliant individuals never get their chance to shine. But I saw one person have a really interesting take in the comments that this luck, this imposter syndrome because you had it good, is a sort of a capitalist survivor's syndrome, similar to the PTSD that soldiers experience, where they feel like they don't deserve to be alive. You don't deserve your success. The person that you were with deserved it more, and you feel guilty for taking it from them when that's not how it works. The soldier feels guilty he is alive because one of his squad mates deserved it more than him when that's not how it works. Sometimes you are alive because you are, and what matters is what you do with it. It is better to the memory of those who did not have the opportunity that you have to make the most of what you were given. Right? That is what you should do with your success, is be the best you can possibly be with it. And a lot of people don't, because they don't have that guilt. They don't have that survivorship. They believe they deserve it more than others, because in a just world, your hard work is rewarded. And they were rewarded. Therefore, they deserve it. Right? And I think that that sort of sense of humility, that sense of, I don't deserve it more than anyone else, is what truly marks a good, like, just a good creator and a good person. You shouldn't live your entire life under the assumption that you don't deserve what you have. But you should live your life in a way that you are grateful that you have what you're having, and that you attempt to make the world a better place for those who don't have what you have. I don't know. I play Halo 2 on the internet. So take everything I say with massive grains of salt. Like just a big old chunk, really. Like it's a block of salt. But I don't know. I was thinking about it a lot today. The nature of success, the nature of luck, the nature of things similar to that. This next section is very difficult. I went on a walk today. I went on a walk today to just enjoy myself in the neighborhood. And I'm living in, like, you know, a suburban hellscape. So there's not like there's any sidewalks or anything like that for me. So I was just walking out in the road in my neighborhood. Jaywalking. Sorry, officer. But as I passed a driveway, I passed a home. And at the foot of their driveway was a dead possum. And I thought this was odd. I thought this was strange. Deep philosophical rambling ended with an I don't know, I play Halo. Well, I'm glad that it's entertaining to you. I'm glad that it does something for you. I was walking, you know, down the road, and I stop in front of this driveway of one of my neighbor's homes. And in front of the driveway is this corpse. Right, it's a possum, a perished possum. Must have been hit by a car or something. Did not die natural. And its corpse had been there for quite some time. It was basically a ball of desiccated flesh and fur. Its fur was still so luxurious. And I was thinking about it, because I was like, this has to have been here for, I would assume, around a week. This is dangerous. I would assume that the corpse had been there for about a week, and no one had attempted to move it, no one had attempted to get rid of it, not even throw it in the trash. And I thought about that corpse, mostly in context with the fact that I wanted to stream again tonight, and I've been thinking about the deaths on High Charity quite a bit, as evidenced by my earlier discussion of it. And, like, how many bodies in the Human Covenant War were just lost? How many times did you receive knowledge that your loved one was dead, but all they could give you, like, there's nothing left of their uniform because they were destroyed in a... They were destroyed by a plasma grenade, so their body was completely, like, gone, you know? What do you bury? How many dead were left in the debris of a space altercation, right? Like in a space battle where thousands of UNSC personnel lost their lives per Halcyon cruiser that was destroyed, and their bodies were just left in the remains and wreckage of ships because the Covenant glassed the planet below and there was no one left to collect the dead. And maybe it's kind of callous to connect a real life corpse to musings on what happened to the bodies of the dead in a fictional universe. But yeah, I was thinking about the possum as well, that we people, humans, have an interesting relationship with our natural world that we interact with on a daily basis. We have created these jungles of concrete and asphalt, and this creature that had no concept of what a car is suddenly, because it looked young. It was not a large possum. I've seen how big possums can get. So to have its life cut short by a massive moving vehicle, something that I cannot even begin to comprehend, and then its body is just left to rot on the asphalt. It's not allowed to return to the world that made it. It doesn't have... Okay. Yeah. It's not allowed to become part of the cycle once more. No fungus, no anthill, no, it's just desiccation, right? Dehydration, left to rot in the baking asphalt in the sun. How we've managed to disrupt the natural order, all for the sake of our comfort. No burial. And I'm also like, why are you leaving the dead body? Oh, how far back? How far back? Why are you just leaving the dead body on your... on your driveway? Come on, at least, like, move it? Maybe? It's gonna become a biohazard for people who walk like me. And for people who use your driveway. Like, what is it doing there? That curved to get me. Did you see how that curved? That curved to get me. That was insane. I didn't think they had tracking on those. It looks like it does. It does track. That's fascinating. I need to deal with that guy, because that curved to get me. Yeah. American marsupials. There's another dead. There's a raccoon out on the road that was also just left there to languish for weeks on end. And I'm like, don't we have people who are paid to get rid of those? At least dispose of the body in a way that's safe? Why are we just leaving the dead to rot? Even the dead of animals deserve our respect. If not for some ethical reason, then for what dead bodies are capable of doing to others. And also, you know, it's a raccoon. Like, he's just a little guy. Why are you leaving him there? Okay. This weapon is capable of one-shotting the hunters. If I can get a clear shot on them. Not safe, not safe, not safe, not safe, not safe. I want to reset their aggro. I want to see their backs. I had a shot there, but I was afraid to take it. Look at them hide. Yep, there we go. There we go. Alright, moving on. I talked on the bridge for a long time. It probably got me killed a few times. I could have maybe done it faster if I wasn't ranting about stuff that doesn't matter. It's...
You might consider sitting this one out.
Are they gonna play the song? Let me see. Do they have the song? We get a little bit more music. Save settings. I didn't show the song the last time I did this. Yep. Breaking Benjamin, everybody. Blow me away. How could they tell you to sit this one out and then they play this? I'm actually gonna go back for a... Yeah. I don't know, there's something so nice about this classic aesthetic. It sucks that they couldn't get this song in the remake because of copyright issues, I think. So dumb. It's so funny because this song was in... There was a Flash game website called Invalid Mob, I think was how they were supposed to pronounce it. Invalid Mob. And there was a Halo Sprite game that just played Breaking Benjamin on repeat. Just this song over and over again because Halo 2 had come out pretty recently. Flash games, man. Ah. Open the door. Open the door, please. This is the Mausoleum of the Arbiters, by the way. So, that's how many Arbiters the Covenant has had. They just left this here.
I'm picking up 2 more transponders. It's the Commander and Johnson.
Commander
They're
Keys.
closing on Truth's position, Chief. They'll need your help. This way, Chief.
Ready.
Ah, Ultras. Oh, he stuck me good. That's so sad. How far back do I go? Okay. Not far back. Oh, that was quick. They just really didn't care. Whoa! Oh! How many times are they gonna stick me, my friends? How many are they gonna stick me? How many times have I got stuck in just this area? And how many times have I changed my strategy? That's one of the big problems with plasma grenades, is that in the first game, if the enemy threw a plasma grenade at you, you could interrupt their throw. In this game, when you interrupt the throw, they still throw the plasma grenade at the exact arc that it was going out anyways. So it's not like you interrupted them at all. This Honor Guard Elite has a glitched helmet. I'm wondering, did he come through the door? Yep. Oh, he doesn't have the glitched helmet anymore. So, in the original Halo 2, you know, this is an Honor Guard Ultra. He kind of just got stuck and died. He is supposed to have a mix between a Counselor and an Honor Guard helmet, which made him seem, like, really important. People are like, oh, who is this guy? No, it was a glitch. It was a glitch. It sucks that they took that glitch out, though. It's a really charming glitch.
I'm getting confirmed reports of flood leaving in Amberclad's wreckage.
Yep.
Let's get the index and find a way out of here before things get really ugly.
Get really ugly. I think that this is a good place to stop. I'm gonna let the cutscene play out, and then I'm gonna finish Halo 2 tomorrow, I think. I started a little bit late tonight. I started around 10. I'm gonna try to start around 9 tomorrow and finish Halo 2 out so that we can start on Halo 3.
On your shoulders, Chieftain.
My faith is strong. I will not fail.
Deflued. They didn't pop. Huh, he was messing with his chair there.
Let him be. The great journey waits for no one, brother. Not even you.
Well, Truth now has no opposition as to what he's supposed to do with the Covenant. It is his decision. He is allowed to do exactly what he wants to do. And this level's hard, too. Horrific. Yeah, absolutely. Positively. Horrific way to go. Truth is a bad guy, believe it or not. He has a different voice actor in this one than he does in 3, I think. I don't remember why they replaced him. A lot of voice actors got replaced between 2 and 3. We're gonna let the cutscene play out, and then we're gonna probably call it. Right. Good stuff, everybody. We got through it, and that's all that matters, am I right? You don't come here for high-octane, perfectly played gameplay. So, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for enjoying yourselves. I hope you have a wonderful night. I'm going to call it for tonight. Yeehaw. Good night, Inthaf, and good night, Nerd Herd, if you're still around. Thank you for watching.